Man, look at the colors.
The highest concentration of waterfalls in the U.S. Oh my goodness.
Ah, just the breeze just feels so good. It's a nice little store.
Heaven on a plate.
Happiest sound in the world.
Cheers, you have to cheers.
Just feel how honest love can be.
Thank you, Tennessee.
Oh yeah, how excited are we for this week's Rock Island, Tennessee episode? I'm Kevin McCabe, this is Patrice, and we are the host of Are We There Yet TV.
Thank you for joining us, and we've got some good and special guests coming up too on this episode or webcast. We had so much fun in Tennessee. You guys probably saw Sevierville. That was our first episode. We went back and did Upper Cumberland, and man, you guys have beautiful waterfalls up there. You've got great little small towns to go shopping in. Close enough to Nashville that we had Nashville singer-songwriter Dave Fenley join us.
You surprised me on that one. So before the show started, we were supposed to have one of Patrice's friends showing up for camp night, and he had to cancel. So I didn't think we had anybody showing up for our camp night. And sure enough, Patrice tells me on the drive into Rock Island State Park that she has someone coming from Nashville to play. And he will be on here in a couple minutes, and I can't wait for you guys to meet him.
So I did have a family friend who is also a singer-songwriter in Nashville, and he did last minute, couldn't make it. So I just said, what the heck, I'm going to Instagram message Dave Fenley because we love his music. We've been traveling. We never leave home without a playlist. We never leave home without music. So this was just a shot in the dark, and he said yes to us. And I think that night I must have kept saying, thank you for saying yes, because it was such a wonderful night.
It was a career highlight for me, certainly. But I can tell you that he was on The Voice. He was on America's Got Talent. He is a great voice. Matter of fact, he's going to join us out in Iowa at the Winnebago Camp Winnebago.
He's now in a Winnebago Vista on tour in Quebec. We'll hear more about it. I want to say hi to Captain Rick Van Acker.
Yeah, I'm going to say it.
Man, hello. Hello, Frank and Leanne. I know you guys are in San Antonio all over the place. They're also in an adventure.
Yeah.
Hi, Sherry Lindgren, McKinley. Gosh, Bruce, we have one of our videographers with us.
Oh, here he is. He's over
One
here.
Take Creative.
All right.
He's the guy. If you ever see pictures, we always say "sun's out" means guns are out because he's always the guy showing his muscles.
We call him Smash Mouth, but it's Bruce, and he's one of our best camera guys. And we thank you for joining us, Bruce.
Yep.
What else we got going?
We went to Tennessee's oldest winery. Couldn't believe it when we were doing research and we were dealing with the Tourism Development Council. They had said they had one of the oldest wineries in Tennessee. And I was like, wine in Tennessee? Yeah. Well, yep. We went to Stonehouse Winery. We met the second generation, and he took us around the whole winery. And this, we just had some of this. This is the Blackberry Summer. It's very fruit based. They do have some traditional grapes as well, but the fruit based stuff, I've used it in marinades. I used it for sangria over the holidays. This one I'm not sharing, and it's going to be for summer sangria. Blackberries, oh my gosh, really good. Super cool place right off the interstate.
Yeah.
Right off I-75.
It was I-40, I think.
See, this is why you do
from Nashville. It's a good episode this Saturday, 8:30 in the morning Eastern Time and Pacific Time out in California on Discovery Channel. It's Rock Island, Tennessee. What's really interesting about Rock Island State Park was we got to go down in a riverbed that was dry. And right now, when you look at video, it's completely full. So it was kind of cool to go down and walk on the riverbed.
And the Tennessee Valley Authority is there, the power plant. and they have dams on both sides of this. So you'll see in the episode 2, we're talking to the ranger. They have signs everywhere that if you are going down into the riverbed, if you hear the sirens go off, get out.
Yeah.
Because they've had so much water that they're letting one of the dams go. And he behind the scenes was saying you'd be surprised that people are like, oh, what? We got to get out. Yeah, it fills up. So we went down, very special because it was dry. When we also went to Cummins Falls State Park, which was, oh my goodness, so gorgeous.
I'd love to go back now.
We hiked. You have to have a ranger escort with you if you do the top of the falls. And we walked out on the falls. Again, they were dry, so we were able to do it. But like 2 months later, it was covered in water, just overflowing. But when you see this episode and you watch us, we are standing on the precipice of the falls.
Oh, it's cool.
It's so cool.
There's Donna. She was in the gray truck that said hello to us.
Yes.
She's in Tennessee right now. She's glamping in Tennessee right now. In Sevierville, I mean, that's the Ridge Outdoor Resort's a great glamping spot.
Donna, I love how you keep showing up. I can't wait to see you again on I-75.
I love the Jeep on the last episode. Okay, you got to see our car. That's our Jeep. We might have a new vehicle next season. Still talking. We'll never know.
Yeah.
But up first, I see Sean is here and Paul's here. Paul, if you can see me, we've got a couple people in front of you, so you're a little bit early.
I love it. I love it too. Yeah.
So hang out, and we'll be back to you guys. Got an interesting for our Tampa show. That's 2 weeks from now.
So we're going to talk about the Rock Island episode. We have special guests from Smithville.
Yeah.
On the episode, you get to meet Tony Luna. He and his wife own some businesses in Smithville. Tony introduces us around the whole town. Super cool town. Summer, his wife, also owns the Brotique. It's called the Mail Room.
It's cool.
And it's a Brotique. Yeah. It is geared towards men. So beard oil, lotions, candles that are manly. This hat. So it's really cool. You're going to get to meet them. And then we go around and taste our way through Smithville, I think. Yes. And then after that, we're going to talk about Tampa. And that's when we have this special guest from Electric Bike Company with us. We got to order our new electric bikes in a really fun, cool way. You get to meet the founder of Electric Bike Company, hear the story, and see why we love them. They are American. They are made here in America with global parts out of California. Super cool company. So can't wait for you to meet them.
That was McKinley. He was talking about the Jeep ride we took in
Fort Robinson, Nebraska. Yes.
And McKinley's one of our little guy. He wants to work with us. He wants to intern with us. So I think he's up in North Carolina, something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Big fan. Thanks for joining us tonight, McKinley. And I've got you on my freelancers,
McKinley, he needs help. I mean, this is it.
Yeah, we just got back from Alabama. We shot an episode in Alabama last week, so that's coming up later on in the season. Like we said, next week is Tampa, Florida, our hometown. So we get to kind of show you around our hometown. So, but right now we're talking about this week's show. Airs tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning on Discovery Channel. Sorry, Saturday. I'm wrong. Right, tomorrow's Friday. Saturday morning. 8:30 in the morning on Discovery Channel. It's the Rock Island, Tennessee episode. It's one of my favorites. For me, it was a big career night having Dave Fenley at the campfire. And I'm going to talk to all you folks in Nashville that play music. We would love to have more musicians come play at our camp night.
It doesn't have to be just from Nashville.
Well, wherever.
We'll take you everywhere.
Yeah. So the idea being is we loved having Dave at camp night. It was, matter of fact, we didn't get a shot of it, but after Dave played and we did the segment, we turned around and the entire campground was sitting outside the lighting. We couldn't see them, but they were all there to listen to Dave.
Standing in the road of the campground in between the RVs. At one point, I mean, when you hear his voice, you know that these people were coming out of the woods, literally. Like, what the heck is going on down there? My face hurt so much from just sitting there beaming.
Might have been the bourbon you drank.
It could have been the bourbon.
Thanks to Augusta Distillery.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. We don't know that yet.
We don't know
that's
that
coming up in the Kentucky episode.
But if Dave's going through Kentucky on his way home from Quebec, you can pick me up another bottle.
And just to let you guys know, Dave is literally on standby to go on stage at 7:30. So we're going to be able to get him. Hopefully, he's going to be called in by phone. Hopefully, his phone from Canada will be able to reach us. But he literally is going on stage in Canada at 7:30 to play a concert. So hopefully he can give us a call. He's on his phone. He told us. I'm not sure.
Is he there? Is he here?
No, he's not here yet.
Okay.
Not here yet. So we'll see. So he's supposed to be here at 7:15. So what's my time? 7:10. So we're good.
Let me see my phone if he's.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Is he stuck?
No.
Okay, he's good.
Has an answer.
All right. Text him and let's go.
All right.
We also have a clip, an outtake from the episode that Patrice filmed. As soon as he gets here, we'll go ahead and show that clip. But he does probably the best rendition of Stuck on You. I think his video on YouTube has 30 or 40 million views. The Lionel Richie song, Stuck on You. And he played that with Patrice, and Patrice was filming him.
Well, I had told him, honestly, it made me fall in love with this song again. I heard it in a different way. I've always loved Lionel Richie's original, but when we discovered Dave Fenley, and then I heard his version of Stuck on You, it really hit me differently. And just to have him play that right there in front of me, and I had told him that half the things that he played right in front of us, I mean, he could melt your face off, just how big his voice is. Such a fun night. But again, go seek him out. Find him on Instagram, find him on Facebook, and find him on Spotify. Find his music. It is just so good. He said, excuse me.
You need your water.
He sang one of his original songs, several of his original songs for us. One called Getaway. And we did he sang the whole thing for us. And again, that's when everybody's coming out in the campground. But the words to that song, if you're an RVer or you're a traveler, those words are perfect.
Yep. Yeah. If you're looking for one of those songs for your driving, Dave's song Getaway is all about driving, being on the road. And Dave's on the road right now in a new Winnebago Vista. So he's part of the family now with Winnebago. Like we said, he's going to be playing in July out in Iowa. So after he gets done in Canada, he's going to come to Iowa and play for us for a couple hours out in Iowa at the Camp Winnebago or the Grand National Rally. So if you've got a Winnebago and you're not planning on going, I think it's a good reason to sign up.
Yeah. Hi, Paul DeBro. Hi, Fishing Nut.
Hey, Paul.
He is awesome.
You guys feel free to ask questions. We got all the questions coming up from YouTube and Facebook. So go ahead and ask us questions. If you got questions about the show, if you got questions about us, you got questions about the RV, our partners, all our fantastic companies that
about
thanks
the
to them.
episodes that you've just seen. We just had Sevierville, Cincinnati, Nebraska.
Try again.
And
Sevierville, Glendive, Cincinnati, Nebraska.
Yeah.
And this week, Tennessee.
Oh my goodness.
Our second show from Tennessee. Yeah. We had Sevierville #1, and now we're at Rock Island, which is more of the Upper Cumberland region of Tennessee, which is where the waterfalls are. If you haven't been to Tennessee, we're big fans. Whether it's Nashville or out in the rural areas, we love it all up there in Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah. All right, what do we got? Oh, Paul.
Oh, Buddy Richie.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy, are you
Yes, they are. Boston won, right? They advanced, I think. Pretty sure. Boston, our team, Tampa Bay Lightning. They didn't even look like the same team. I don't know what happened, but that's NHL hockey for playoff hockey.
All right, Dave should be here in 2 minutes.
All right, let's see if you can make it, Dave. All right, you want to watch his video first? We'll go ahead and play his video. Well, we'll wait for him. I'm getting all excited. This guy happens to be a guy I listen to every day. I found him when we were coming back from Melbourne, Florida on that shoot last year. And Patrice and I sometimes will go in headphones and we listen to our own playlists. And his covers are some of the best covers because he'll change the song, a song that you may know, like we said, Lionel Richie song.
The
Travis Tritt is the one I heard, and it was
Help Me Hold On. You swear it was his song.
Oh, there's
Help Me Hold On, which is Travis Tritt is really a very fantastic
Okay.
song.
I see Dave. All right, Dave.
There he is.
I see him. All right.
Two Spirits Travel.
So we got him. So let's go. So we're going to run our behind the scenes. This is an outtake. This is not on the show. We're going to go ahead and run this, and we'll be right back to talk with Dave Fenley. All right?
Fred, yeah, the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Yes, I'm on my way. Yeah. Mighty glad you stayed. Oh, I didn't know you were recording. I can't suck in and play music at the same time. I guess that's the end of the song.
That's Dave Fenley.
He's the man. Dave Fenley on Spotify. Fenley, not the I. I like that. All right, we're back. Let's bring him in. The man, Dave Fenley. How are you, guy?
So good. How are y'all?
Bonjour.
Hey, that was real good. Yeah, I'm up in Quebec right now. I'm on tour, so I'm having a blast up here, trying to bring some of the Tennessee warmth up, but it hadn't worked yet.
Oh, is it still cold up there?
Oh, I mean, it's not bitter cold, but the first day we got here, it snowed, full snow.
Oh my gosh. How's the vista?
Oh my goodness, it is so much fun. I was real nervous about driving, being a first time RVer. But Winnebago, they did a really good job of walking us through the vehicle, kind of let me learn how to operate it. And what's also kind of cool is like you have to learn some things on the fly. But fortunately, my wife, her dad, my father-in-law, is a pro, and y'all met him. And we went to a campground. He walked me through how to do all the dumping of the black and the gray and filling things back up. And it really helps when you get the order correct.
Yes. Yeah, it does help.
you learn real fast when you don't.
Yeah. Well, or when you have somebody, or you have something that keeps that hose down on the ground when you do pull a lever.
Yeah, make sure
you've got the rock or the lid or something on the end of that hose.
Yeah, exactly.
The trick we recommend, Dave, is to not fill it up all the way, because that means the pressure coming out of that hose is going to be so great that the more chances of something happening. So we recommend dumping as many times as you can.
Oh my goodness.
We've been really fortunate. We found some really great sites, very accommodating. We went back and forth about getting an Airbnb for a little while, just to have some comforts of home. And when we finally found this one place up here, just east of Montreal, they have amenities like a weight room, a gym, and a library for our daughter to go read books in, and all that kind of. It's just been. We decided to stay there, and so we've really dove into being full-time RVers.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So by the time we see you in July in Forest City, you guys are going to be pros. So is Annie and Amy going to be able to come to the Winnebago rally?
I don't think so, because it's a really short schedule. I think my father-in-law is going to come,
but
I think I'm playing a festival up in Quebec again 2 days prior to that, and then flying back down to Nashville, driving the Winnebago up to give back to them, and then flying back because I think the following day I have another festival. So.
Oh my goodness.
Man, they love you in Canada, don't they?
They do. I mean, I'm grateful for it, but I wish it would catch closer to home.
Yeah, we do too. You were just here in Clearwater, and we were in Alabama. So we're sorry we missed you. But yeah, we can't wait to see you in July. Tell us, we've got him until 7:27 because he's literally going on stage from here. So tell us a little bit about the music you sing up there. What is it different than what we've got on the show? What is your set usually like?
Up here, because I'm still kind of new to the audience, and a lot of people here found me on YouTube. So on my YouTube channel, it's got a mixed bag of originals and covers. And so up here, like I'm playing theaters of anywhere between 750 and 1,400 people, and they're full every night. It's crazy. But they want to hear the stuff they know, and so I'll give them about 80% of covers and originals, kind of stuff that you can find on YouTube, and then 20% of new stuff that I'm going to put out an album later this year. So just trying to tease them into continuing to come back. And the show, I've played some of these places 2 or 3 times already in the past year and a half. So I'm kind of always trying to evolve and show that I'm not just playing the same songs over and over again.
We were just telling everybody, and that was the clip that Kevin played, was your version of Stuck on You. I know on YouTube it's got like 40 million.
30 or 40 million. It's a pretty big number on YouTube, isn't it?
But it is so good. It is so good. It's a completely different song.
It's crazy when something like that happens that just changes your life. Like that and Grandpa, my version of Grandpa, just cover songs that I decided to just take a chance on. Because, I mean, there's no ego behind. It's not like I'm trying to say I'm better than Lionel Richie or the Judds or anything like that. It's really trying to make sure this next generation of listeners doesn't forget the incredible songs we were given in the past. So I feel like it's kind of I've taken it as my job to just give a new life, make sure the songs don't get forgotten. And that it's just really a testament that a good song, a perfect song is timeless. Doesn't matter who's singing it.
Absolutely.
That's how I found him, was the Travis Tritt song. So beautiful stuff. Actually, beautiful stuff. I'm a big fan.
Well, your song "Getaway" is timeless for us.
That's awesome.
It's on replay. When I was posting some of the stories today on our social media, I was trying to get that reel of you singing "Getaway." And I couldn't figure out a couple of things, but it was on just a loop. And he comes down from the studio. He's like, "Was today Dave Fenley Day?" But I wasn't mad at it. It was really good.
Well, I certainly have appreciated all the support. How are things going for y'all? I mean, have the travels been incredible?
Oh, they're great. They're great. And we even got Getaway. We told you we filmed that little music video after we filmed the segment, and we've got that for the finale.
Yep.
So we're going to get you a second episode here, probably the end of June. I think it'll air.
Yeah.
But the entire song of Getaway we used with you singing and kind of us and all of our travels all over the country. So we totally appreciate that song. And it's now our driving song. And for those of you guys who are looking, go on Spotify. It's Dave Fenley, Fenley, and look him up. Add them to your playlist, and you will not be disappointed.
We have 5 minutes with you. I'm keeping track because I don't want you to be late for the stage.
No,
I don't want to be responsible. But I mean, you've seen this country now even more with driving. Certainly in your RV, it's a whole different view when you are driving. And this country's gorgeous. We just got back from Alabama. We're going back up to Kentucky. For you guys have been doing these Winnebago sessions. You've been doing some songs. Are they going to keep coming? Is this a thing?
Oh, I hope so. I mean, as long as Winnebago is going to let me use the vehicle, it's funny what the power of words, because I remember a long time ago, I was filling up gas and this giant Winnebago pulled up beside me, and the guy was getting out and he was filling up his gas tank. And I just said, man, mind you, I was back 10, 15 years ago. I had very little. I was playing in bars for $50 a night. And I was like, he's kind of bold. I was like, man, what does it take to get something like that? Because that just seems like a status. Like, that's impressive. And he said, honestly, man, they loan this to my family and I so we can drive it around and test it out, and kind of just make sure that all the kinks are worked out. So every time a new model comes out, we drive it around the country, like family vacation. And I was like, I want to do that someday. And so it's funny. It wasn't until I was actually driving down the road, white knuckling my first highway in the Winnebago, that I remembered that story. And I was like, man, it's just amazing what God can do, and what the power of words and the power of positive thinking and things like that. Because it's just sometimes you can will things to happen. And I swear it was all those things that came into play that is why Winnebago's in my life. And I'm so, so, so grateful. One, that I've learned how to drive it, how to operate it, and how to enjoy my family with it. They provided me an opportunity to do something that I never knew I could do, and that's just enjoy my family in a completely different way. And the freedom
Oh,
of the
Yeah,
highway is
I got
truly
to
something special.
I
I
got to
love
see
it.
Annie last night. You had Annie the other night. I saw she was counting and stuff, and I just saw that, and all I could think of, it just made my heart so warm to see your entire family enjoying that Winnebago, because it's our life. Once you close that door, to us, it's such a comfort. It's a home.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
Yeah.
home, and we feel so comfortable. We go in there in our backyard, and we'll be like, God, we need to get on the road.
Well,
We need to get on the
I know
road.
with a baby, you've got so much stuff, and having to move it in and out of,
Yep.
an Airbnb or
Hotel.
get it somewhere on the plane, a hotel. For us, I know I'm the only one that's been touching the remote. It's not, I don't have to sterilize it and the doorknobs and wear my shoes in the hotel room. I'm weird that way.
Right.
It's our sheets, our towels, our food. So it is, and having a baby, I'm sure it's a whole other level. But quickly, back to your words that you manifested it. You said yes to us. I said I was just going to ask, a shot in the dark, emailed you on Instagram. And I said it to you. If I said it once, it was a dozen times that night. Thank you for saying yes, because you changed our life by being there that night. And hopefully we did a little bit in introducing you to Winnebago. So
Absolutely. Oh, it's
Yeah.
been like it's immeasurable how much of an impact one little decision can be.
yeah.
So if you never would have called, I would never be on the road right now in the Winnebago with my family, learning a new way to love. So thank you again for that incredible gift. And I'm so excited for May 4th and our episode to come out, and then
Yep.
to see it again in June. So thanks again for everything. I do got to get to my stage
I
here
know.
pretty
Let's
soon.
wrap it up.
But,
You go. Get.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. All right.
Thank you,
Thank
Dave.
y'all so very, very much. I love y'all.
All right, bud.
You too.
All right. So again, you can watch Dave on the show on Saturday, 8:30 in the morning on Discovery Channel. He's the last segment. He's like the climax of the show, the high point of the
so
show.
good.
Actually, the rest of the show is fantastic too. But for me, it was a career moment to have Dave. And the show's funny when you watch Patrice. She says, I got somebody coming from Nashville. She didn't tell me that it was literally my favorite artist. I mean, Dave is one of my favorites. I am a big guy with the voice and singing, and his voice will melt you. It literally will make your heart, feel it. It's one of those things I'm a big fan of.
Well, producer man, I didn't want to worry him when the first guy stood us up, so I couldn't say anything. Otherwise, he would have been just a creative worry wart. So had to do some behind the scenes stuff. So, okay, thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Everybody watch Saturday. Our next guests are from Smithville.
Yep.
They are Tony and Summer Luna. They're the owners of the Mail Room Boutique, and it's super cool. Here they are.
Well, let's watch the segment first. We're going to watch a little. This is from the show you'll see on Saturday.
That was mine.
Sorry, is that your cue? This is the segment, and when we come back, we'll have Summer and Tony ready to chat. All right, here we go.
Hike, we needed to dry off and change clothes because we were heading in to explore nearby Smithville.
Once we got there, we met Tony, and he told us all about this cool little town.
If you look on a map, you'll see that Smithville is slightly off Center Hill Lake, and that's our slogan. We are slightly off center. We have so many tourists that come in and check this place out. We've got just amazing food.
I can smell it already.
Oh, I know this is your kind of place.
If you come downtown, you're going to get a great cup of coffee. You're going to find something you've probably never seen before in some of these shops.
I got out a little early. Sorry, I missed my cue. All right, where are we at? Right here. All right, let's get them on. All right, here they are. They're at the mail room.
Oh, they're in the mail room.
How you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Then they have Stella. You are so lucky she didn't fit in the bag to come home.
She's she's got a big part in the show.
She does. She's
here
in
on
the
Saturday.
show. She's in the show.
You're not trying to steal her.
Yeah.
Well, we got a tracking collar for her now, just for thieves and her running off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Thieves
saw
for
that.
sure.
We saw that. Didn't you get lost recently?
She wandered out. Smithville is a dog-friendly community. I love your sign wars that you have on the street with all the businesses. You'll learn, everybody, Tony and Summer, you'll learn about Smithville in this week's episode, but tell us a little bit about how unique you all are.
Well, we're definitely an original. We are a little disappointed that we're not the climax, just like your last game. That's okay. We're going to take it. The thing about us, we have so many ideas and not enough time. That's the problem. And
money.
And money. Yeah, we don't have any money now. But really, the whole town's that way. We're just a unique little town. And we have a good time. We really do. We're heavy in the music. We're heavy in the shopping. And the food is phenomenal for a town that's less than 20,000 people.
Yeah. So about 5-6 years ago, it was almost a ghost town, basically.
Downtown was. That's correct. Yeah.
And your community has come together. And what I really loved was each shop was so unique.
Yep.
And you even shared with us that you
don't compete.
You don't compete. You won't, people aren't doing the same thing that everybody else is doing.
Yeah. I feel like that's important in a small town, because if people come here and every shop has the same thing, you lose your uniqueness. So we really pride ourselves on, remaining different, and everybody works together to ensure that each store is unique and gives people all different price ranges and styles and designs to shop for. So we really like that.
You see what I'm wearing?
Yeah. I love your hats.
I love the different stuff in your store too. You wear the brotique. I love the word. Mm-hmm. We get asked a lot whenever he's in the brotique shirt. Beards are a thing now, and all the beard care, and you gear it more towards men. Right. Explain how you came up with this concept.
So when Tony and I have the opportunity to travel, we love going to local places. We hit the downtown areas and the locally owned shops and restaurants. And we always noticed that, there were plenty of places for me to go in and shop, but he would just kind of be following me around, carrying my bags or hanging out on the sidewalk. So in about 2018, he said, "What do you think about opening up a men's store?" And I said, I love that idea. We've talked about that there's a need for that. And so we started planning, and it took a couple years, but then we opened May 1st of 21.
Nice. And you have your 3rd year anniversary tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's right.
Third year?
3rd year. And I hear there's free cake.
There is. We have free cake. We're going to have a live band. We've also invited, there's several talented artists and jewelry makers and all kinds of people that don't necessarily have a storefront here in town. So we've invited them to come and set up and do pop-ups and sell their products down here. So
y'all need to follow them on Facebook. It is The Mail Room, MALE.
Right.
Mail Room. TN is on their Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's a brotique. Make sure it says brotique on there. But follow them. I've been seeing your pop-up vendors in your posts lately, and a lot of the stuff looks super cool. We need to get back to Smithville. We need to visit them.
Well, they've got cake. I mean, I've had enough cake in Smithville to.
Well, at Cheryl's Bo Bees, talk about another unique shop. Oh my goodness, she makes and refurbishes and. The food, she came out with so much cake and pudding. And then on top of it, our crew is all there filming everything. Of course, everybody finish it. And then she comes out with Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes. And her food is insane. It is.
I would eat there every day.
I'm glad we don't live there.
She's good at what she does.
Yeah. And I don't know if you got a chance to try her soups. But to me, her soups are my favorite.
Those are my favorite.
I see the posts all the time of what the soup is for the day. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Smithville to me is the kind of place that I would want to live.
Yeah.
It is such a neat, small community. You're so close to the parks that we went to. You've got waterfalls all around you. You're close enough still to Nashville to go have, a weekend away. have a big city, but I just love that whole area. Tell us about the jamboree that you all have in the summer.
That's always the first weekend in July, and this town turns inside out for that. It started out as a celebration of Appalachian music, and we're 53 years into it now.
Oh my goodness!
And
wow.
the whole downtown kind of closes off all the streets, and they invite handcrafted vendors to come in. So every booth is different and unique. But it's the national fiddle competition, but they also do the clogging, the harmonica competition, square dance competition, you name it. If it's Appalachian Southern style music, it's here the first weekend in July.
First weekend in July. So all you RVers and all you people traveling, put Smithville, Tennessee on your list. First weekend in July.
Yeah,
that sounds like a blast. So all the stores though are still open.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the streets that they close off. So parking, it kind of sucks a little bit. But but all the vendors and stuff, all the tents, it's just a really cool little town that weekend.
Yeah.
Oh my
goodness. It's a cool town anyway, but that weekend is special.
We're talking to Summer and Tony and little Stella in Summer's arms, Luna. They're from the Mailroom Brotique in Smithville, Tennessee. And Patrice and I love small towns. It's all really what the show is about. We don't need to go to Nashville. I'd rather go to the suburbs and see Franklin or something like that.
I'll go to Nashville, for a fun night out.
Yeah, but I like the small towns.
Yes.
To me, the people are great. I love it.
That's where I like to post up,
Yeah.
Rock Island State Park out there, and then just go out and wander. And
Yeah.
you are when we find something like Smithville, it's like we hit the, the gem. And that's what we love. Meeting you all too has just been so much fun.
Well, Tony is our narrator for Smithville.
Immediately.
What's that? Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, Tony's our narrator for our little journey into Smithville, and he kind of told us where to go and we couldn't see everybody. I think we couldn't.
We went to Button Willow because I needed coffee.
Yeah.
I was dragging a little bit.
I needed dessert.
Button Willow was a lot of fun. They have super cool hats and purses.
It's a general store.
T-shirts. It's a general store, but then they make really good coffee.
Yeah.
I got a coconut milk.
What?
Yeah, cold iced coffee with coconut milk or something like that. It was delicious.
Yeah.
They're my main competitor with the sign wars, by the way.
Yeah.
I know. I love the way that you guys give it back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
But we actually have had people going Button Willow say, man, that guy just really don't like y'all, does he? They're like, no, we're like best friends.
Yeah.
That's been going on over a year now, so I don't see any end to it. Yeah.
I want to get a store there just so I can compete in the sign.
What did I just see opened up? I saw a post in Smithville. I thought something was a winery or a craft brewery. Did you guys get a craft brewery?
Not yet. We're working on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to do some working on the laws to get that to work out. But
okay. I saw them working on. But again, it's a great
you got a
town.
boutique and beer. What could be? And beer.
Just a quick story about the brewery. It's a local man here that actually owns one of the shops, and he brews his own beer, and it's called Cemetery Dog Brewery. Nice. And just a real quick backstory on that. Several of us in the community fed and took care of a stray dog that lived in the cemetery that nobody could catch for about 7 or 8 years.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what we called her, Cemetery Dog.
Cemetery Dog. And then we named her Honey. And then we and along with another couple ended up rescuing her before we were to get really bad weather. And now she lives the life of Riley, and this guy named his brewery after her. So that's a cool little story.
I love it. I love it. And of course, he's going to have some cool T-shirts.
He does.
He does.
Several of our crew members, and they're on here. We've got our Redneck Fly guy, which was the drone pilot, and then Bruce. They are not beer snobs, but connoisseurs.
Yeah.
So if and when that brewery happens, let us know. We will be back.
Yeah. Perfect. I'll make a deal with you. If you guys come back, you didn't get to eat at Ace's Steakhouse.
No.
Dinner's on me if you guys come back.
Oh, well, we're there.
Tony, we're there.
And we're going to get it the way you like your steak, Tony.
Yeah.
I know
Right.
you have a steak.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I want to see Center Hill Lake.
Yes.
We need to come back in the summer or, when it's warm.
Yeah.
I haven't water skied in years. And that's been one of my biggest, we got to get back to water skiing. So
Yeah.
Well, we don't heal like we used to when we were young. So
no, this is true.
Water skiing. Yeah.
This is true. What are you saying? I'm not going to fall. Oh my goodness. What else have you gotten coming up? You've got your anniversary celebration tomorrow.
Yep.
Where are we? We're in May already. So until the Jamboree, anything else happening?
Well, the first Friday of every month, we have an event downtown where all the stores stay open late. And it's kind of a theme Friday. So you just got to keep an eye on the social media stuff. And we figure out the theme for each of the first Friday.
We tie in the local musicians with that too. We have what's called a picking on the porch.
Nice.
And they all get together. Just anybody who plays an instrument or sings just comes and sits on the porch, and they just kind of jump into whatever song they're on and just kind of play together.
Oh, I love your
Sounds
community.
like our kind of party.
Yeah, it does. And I love the murals that you have throughout the town too. You've got a little art studio on the corner over there where they do art classes and things. Just so much. Again, everyone, when you watch the episode, you're going to get to see a little bit of it and a little bit of what we did, but you really need to go see it yourself. You've got to go to Smithville, go check all of these off. Come in and say hi to Stella. Try not to steal her.
Well, guys, I really do appreciate y'all coming to our small town and introducing us to the world. We really worked hard, and we're really proud of what we've done down here.
Absolutely.
It shows. Thank you for saying yes to us as well and for embracing us and putting up with our shenanigans all day.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun.
In the email, I like the email that guy. It says you're looking for a commentator or a narrator that sounds like cornbread, and I got the job. So I do appreciate that.
What accent? I don't hear that. That's the second time somebody has said I sound like cornbread.
I know.
That's hilarious.
You know what? May 18th coming up, we have the Cornbread Festival downtown here.
Gosh, I'm sort of glad I don't live close because I wouldn't be able to control myself.
Yeah.
I sound like cornbread, and she sounds like white beans. So there we go.
Yeah.
We're in heaven.
I know. I left Tennessee saying things like
Yeah.
and nice. So
and pecan, because pecan will get you in trouble.
I say pecan. I'll never come off of that. I know it's fighting words.
Oh yeah, that was fighting words in Tennessee. We had a little battle between pecan and pecan, and you're on the wrong side of that one.
One of you guys is right, and then way wrong.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Well, Summer, Tony, and Stella, thank you so much for sharing your world with us. Saturday, May 4th at 8:30 on Discovery Channel. You're going to get to see it. So
I'm so excited.
Oh, good. Are you having a watch party? Is it going to be on in the store? You're not open that early, are you?
We're not open that early. But
She's not even up that early. Let's be honest. I'll watch it live usually, and then she watches the recorded version of it.
You know, she works hard. Come on, cut her.
That's right.
Well, thank you both so very much for joining us tonight too, and happy anniversary.
Thank you so much. Good to see
All right,
you
guys.
soon.
Take care. Bye. All right. Wow, this is so much fun. We are making our way through our guest here, and we've got one more guest. Actually, there's two more guests. This is going to be interesting trying to get them both on the screen here. We'll see. See how that works. You guys know that we're big electric bike folks, and we have found the electric bike that we love the best. It's made in California.
Yes, hands
electric
down.
bike company. They make them right here in this country. They make them by hand.
It ships to you ready to drive out of the box. It is all put together, no assembly required. The box shows up. You can literally pedal it out of the box. Have been thrilled with electric bike company bikes. We're spoiled because we love them. I mean,
well, lots of people use golf carts when you RV, and you have to have a trailer, and you got to bring it or put it in the back of your truck. To us, electric bikes are the way to go. One, you can get some exercise. Two, you can get no exercise if you want. You can use the throttle. But three is they're so much easier to put on the back of your Toad or your RV to take with you rather than a golf cart.
we like pedaling them though too. I do anyway, because that way I can have a bite of cake in Smithville or, have another extra glass of wine because I've pedaled, but you can go farther. They've really increased how much we can explore.
Yep.
In a state park. Sometimes we camped in Cincinnati when we were in East Fork State Park.
Yep.
That park was huge.
Yep.
And we wanted to get down to the lake to fish for sunset. If we had to walk, it would have taken us forever.
Yep.
Riding our bikes, we take them everywhere. So tonight you get to meet the founder and Sean, and he'll tell you about Electric Bike Company.
We're first going to watch a little segment from this Saturday's show that's checking it out about our Electric Bike Company. We're ordering them from Dunedin. Check this out.
A wonderful time playing with those alpacas, but we had to head back to the RV, quick change, and then we drove over to Dunedin, Florida to ride on e-bikes to order our new electric bikes.
Hi guys, welcome to Ride on E-Bikes. I'm Bree.
Hi Bree, Patrice.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Kevin.
Nice to meet you. Let's design some custom bikes.
Oh, yeah.
How fun.
We have a design wall, so our customers can actually come here and we can help you design and customize the bike that's right for you.
So, Bree, we currently have the Model S Patrice rides, and I ride the Model C, but we really want to go with the Model R, kind of rugged off-road type of bike. I think that's what we want to order today.
Perfect choice. Let's design one.
I got the pointer.
So there was a little segment from Saturday's episode, and we're going to go ahead and bring in Sean and Paul. We're going to try this and see what happens here. All right, here we go. All right, bam and bam. All right, there you guys are. What's going on, guys?
How are you?
Good.
There
Good to see
you
you
are.
guys.
Thank you for joining us. They're joining us from California. You guys, it's still your work day, isn't it, out there?
Yeah.
So, Sean, tell me about how you came up with the idea from the Electric Bike Company, because we're big fans of the product.
Yeah, well, thanks. And thanks, Paul. And thanks. We're big fans of your show, too. So thank you for choosing our bikes. Yeah, it really started like 15 years ago when I was in the restaurant. But I'm originally from South Africa, but I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and I was in the restaurant business. Luckily, I did okay there, and I was going back to South Africa, and I wanted to bring some bikes back. And to people in Southern Africa, they were particularly in Zimbabwe and Mozambique and Angola, etc. They needed to get sort of mobilizing themselves a little bit better than just cars and with just taxis and trains. So one of the philanthropic things we started was we were taking just regular bikes, and the most sturdy, strong bike that you can have, and that was really like a cruiser, a beach cruiser style bike that didn't have any low maintenance but lasted forever. And when we started doing that, I actually went to a place here in California on the way, and there was a guy riding an electric bike. Now, 12 or 13 years ago, and electric bikes weren't so popular. Anyway, we decided to put a motor on it. And what we wanted to do was teach people how to, dropping off bikes in Africa sometimes is sort of it's enabling, not empowering. Sure. So we wanted to learn how to do the bikes. So we learned the electric motor, the battery, the throttle, the display, the wiring, and we learned how to do all that. And we wanted to see, okay, let's mobilize these folks, get them to school, to hospital, to work efficiently and affordably in something that can actually be charged by the sun in Africa through the solar panel. And while we were doing that, I took all my, I'd retired at the time, and I took all my funding and I started, invested it in this. And it wasn't as easy as I thought. But eventually we started developing a beautiful bike that was stable, sturdy, reliable, and affordable, that could also go the distance, and people could easily maintain it. And we got a review from a reviewer, Electric Bike Review at the time, and he reviewed the bike before it went to market. And he said, and he was the biggest reviewer. He said, this is the best electric bike that he's seen on the market. And he published the thing. And as you guys know, once you get in front of the public, and especially people that are interested in your product, it just, the phone didn't stop ringing. So we decided,
agree with that article. We agree with that article. It is the best electric bike out there.
Yeah.
Talk about the ordering process. Even that, you guys customize the colors. How many different colors can you order an electric bike company bike in?
Yeah, one of the things when we started building it, we took a raw frame and we started doing all the wiring and we started putting the bike together, and we learned ourselves as we were going. And one of the things was the painting. People would come into the workshop and say, wow, these bikes are awesome, but I want this color or I want that color. Right. And more than half our clientele are women, funny enough, and they really love that, the choice of colors. They love I want to match my nail polish, or how it goes. The guys love the standard colors, the blacks, the reds, the blues, but the girls, they love and mixing it, mixing all the different hues and the fades and so we then not only had a factory for building the bike, but we had to have a factory for painting the bike. So we have an unlimited amount. We have 50 recommended ones that are on our website. But if you like any color, it's like your home hues on your wall, or you send us either the hex code, go onto Canva or go onto one of your things. Choose the hex codes for your frame, fork, fender, chain guard, back rack, basket, battery case, fenders, rims, whatever you like. And then we send that to our paint factory. We've got an unbelievable team. I'm just a spokesman here. Paul and I are the big talkers. But the guys that really do the hard work nowadays are the guys. They are fantastically talented. They can do matte finishes and pearls and all kinds of fun stuff, airbrushing. So that really put us on the map, so people can understand. A lot of people say, oh, well, you're just one of those bikes. Everybody else imports their bikes from Asia particularly, but all over the world. So we said, well, really, because we don't, you can actually get to choose, like what you guys did, and your support, not only just the colors, but the finish and the branding, and then the helmets and all the different parts of the bike, all the different options. And then, of course, I'm also getting a little bit longer at the tooth now. So I don't really want to be sitting there putting this bike together. So a lot of our clientele are RV, people that are enjoying life, going out, especially couples like you guys. It sort of levels the playing field. The ladies get their kind of cool, stylish, personalized, customized bike. The guy gets a nice, sturdy, strong, reliable bike. You can pedal, as you just mentioned before, and you can pedal or use your throttle as much as you like. But it kind of levels the playing field. So it brings you two together, it brings couples together, it brings groups together, it brings people together. And so it's not only just gives us a lot of purpose for building the bike, but also a lot of joy seeing this. And we thank you guys.
We love the way they're made, because we find there's just a lot of e-bikes in the market that are very small and they look very brittle. And with people, we need to be secure on these bikes. And your bikes are made so the welds are so strong, and that's what we like. Is when people see these bikes, they know immediately they're beach bikes. They're beach cruisers. They're much more solid than these what I call aftermarket third-party companies that are making them from Asia. That would be scary for me to ride, because I feel like it would just break.
What I appreciate too, when we do the RV shows, we stay at a campground in Hershey, Pennsylvania. We actually ride our bikes in to the show, because it's a long way and parking is a nightmare. With the bikes, we can get in and out super easy, but we have them there with us. People show up, and you've got guys that are 6 foot, 6'5". You've got these bigger people that don't want just a little bike. And I know you have also customized and taken that into consideration, that not everybody is a tiny person. We're average, but you've got taller, bigger people that still want to ride the bike. You cater to that too.
Let's get Paul in here. Paul, talk us about how we order, because that's what we're going to put on the show 2 weeks from now. I apologize.
Right.
I said Saturday. It's 2 weeks from now. I made the same
13th.
mistake you guys made. Tell us, Paul, about how you order, because that's the design wall is what we show in this show, and it's really cool for you to go to a dealer who has a design wall, and they help you pick out, because there are going to be some questions you may not know about, whether it's gears or wheels and things. So it was really nice to have Bree Carter and her dad Richard there in Dunedin, Florida at Ride On E-Bikes help us go through the process. But tell us that, Paul. Tell us about the ordering process of how people can order online.
Yeah, so it's very easy to do, and it's fun. As Sean was talking about, the ladies love to design their bikes. Sometimes takes a little longer for the women because they're deciding what colors they want. Do I want this shade of pink? Do I want that shade of pink? But it's very unique in what we do. When you go to a bike dealer that has our design wall, you can actually build your bike right there in the shop with the interactive display. You can pick out the frame, you pick out the frame color, you can pick out, and that's, again, the dealers love us because of that uniqueness that we bring. It's not just a bike, it's an experience.
Sure.
To be able to go through this, and it's fun. So you just go to the TV monitor and pick all your little things that you wanted, and you check out. The order comes through here. We get it in the hands of a builder, and we ship it out, like you said, fully built. It's an amazing experience. It really is. And the dealers,
you just roll it out of the box.
I mean, the whole experience from, even whether or not you do it at home on your computer, you can still do it, on your website, still go through the exact same steps.
Right.
I really did like doing it with a dealer, with Bree at Ride On E-Bikes, because there were a couple of questions on the gears or which size wheels were really recommended.
Right.
A couple of safety features and things, just, do I really need this? And having an expert there. So if I'm at home though, and I'm ordering it online and I have some questions, can I ask somebody?
Yeah, we have a live chat option on our website. So you can just click on that and one of our customer service agents will help you out with any of the questions that you have.
Perfect.
They're very helpful, knowledgeable. If they don't know the answer, they'll find out and get back to you. So it works out really well. It's a really, really streamlined and easy experience.
Also, I think the branding, I think you guys are the only ones I've seen that actually can put in our logo or a company's logo. I mean, you can create corporate bikes and you can put their logos on the frame and on the helmets. I love that part. We've got RV there yet on our bikes. We even showcase that on the show.
A lot of RVers have their own logos too. A lot of RVers name their RV so I think it would be great for RVers because I think they would brand their bikes.
Yeah, and it's interesting. People that have yachts or boats, they put the name of their boat or on the back. I've seen people that name their bike, Tammy Sue, right on the frame there. Or and we've done a lot of corporate branding. Again, it's another unique thing about us to be able to do that. And with corporate colors, everybody has their logo colors, and we can do that for a fleet of bikes, for hotels or corporate giveaways. There's just unendless opportunities.
Absolutely. Sean, I saw that you, speaking of women really connecting to this bike process, I saw that you just won an electric bike award for most friendly, like women voted you the best bike. Did I just see that?
Yeah, we were lucky. The biggest e-bike, EV reviewer in the United States, Electric Bike Report. They have all the bikes, and having somebody be able to design the bike before it gets built. So if you can do it, you can buy a bike, you can disassemble it, you can send it out to different paint shops and branding shops, and all different guys. Bring it back, assemble it, and certify it, test it, inspect it, and then pack it and then ship it. But that would be so price, it wouldn't be, smart that way to do it. So the beauty about doing the hard work here in the United States, hiring local people, hiring local talent, hiring the painters, hiring the builders, hiring the packers, hiring the testers, etc. We can actually do it before we build the bike. So yes, we can offer a wide range. And then once we've tested, we ship it fully built. So particularly for folks that are, we don't want to just bend down, pick up this bike. You're talking about RVers, they used to all want folding bikes. And we used to do a folding bike, in fact. And, once you're folding that bike and you're lifting the bike up and you're putting it underneath the sofa and you're moving and you're opening it back up and you've got all these wires and all this cabling and everything, that doesn't really work. You want to have a straight, stable. I mean, we've learned this throughout the years. And these bikes that come in a box and you're kind of putting it together and you've got all these cables and wiring and it does get heavy. And you kind of want the bike to be a little bit heavy. You don't want it to be too light because it's got a motor and a battery. And then you want to have racks. You want a front rack and a back rack. You want to go when you're going RVing and you go downtown and you go have dinner, a glass of wine, and you want to pick up some groceries. And you want the fact of having a back rack and a front rack. And folding doesn't really work. So really like that part of it.
Totally agree. The basket was a non-negotiable.
Well, now, you're going to need the saddlebag now. I think.
I saw the saddlebags. I need to get those because we take them into the small towns. Like we just met Summer and Tony Luna, into Smithville, just Cincinnati. We rode them over the bridge into Cincinnati, into Fenley Market, and it is like a gourmet food mart. I packed everything in my basket and on the back rack. I love that. The reason why we also like being with Electric Bike Company too is that you just said it. You're employing those local people. We've got the local painters, the people there that are putting it together, that are shipping it to us. It's there in California. When you buy an Electric Bike Company bike, you are supporting that local economy. We love the sticker assembled in America. Again, supporting those businesses that stay here and keep it here. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. And when you guys get it, you'll find that because we have a relationship with a Dutch company, that MIK, Mounting is Key, and all our bikes have those profiles. So you get a sort of like a foundational bike, and then you slowly realize, like you guys are finding out now, especially with all your adventures, you start using it like a second car, and you want to have the ability of saddlebags, a dog carrier maybe, you want crates in the front or the back, you want your baskets. And we offer that through this MIK. The Dutch are sort of like the gold standard when it comes to biking. And they've worked it all out on how to carry kids, how to carry cargo, how to carry. So we partnered with them and we offer those. So I think Paul, go ahead and send them a couple saddlebags.
Absolutely. We wear our helmets like we took them zip lining. I don't know if you saw our first episode.
I did. That was awesome.
We love our helmets so much that we wore them zip lining.
We definitely have to get out to the factory and get it on the show. That's our next. What we really want to try to do is get out to California and get you guys interviewed and see the process, because it's one thing to talk about it, but I truly want to see and meet the folks that put these bikes together, because the details, whether it be the blinkers, whether it be the headlights, whether it be all the amenities, it is so well done. Sean and Paul, you guys have a great product.
And I hope our audience, they see, how easy it is when we have the Tampa episode and they see us on them, whether it's on the TV show or at, out and about. Everybody go over to their website, go over to their Facebook and their Instagram, give them a like, follow them. And just you keep seeing these cool bikes come through. Not one is the same, because we're all different, and you can make your bike as different as you want.
That's exactly right.
Well, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate you taking time out of your day and joining us, and we can't wait for the Tampa episode.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, guys, have a great day.
Thanks,
Good to talk to you, Sean and Paul. All right? Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so that show airs in 2 weeks. That's our Tampa show. We're going to end our live stream tonight by showing you the promo for that show.
Okay, before we go,
you
hi
got some
Lynette. Hi Lynette.
Okay.
Hi Paul DeBro. We miss you too.
Oh, Frank did a 28-mile ride around Sanibel. Oh, they're awesome. I tell you, we say with the electric bikes that on a regular bike you can go a mile, an electric bike you go 20 to 30, and that's what we love about them. Is there's no thought of, am I going to make it? It's one of those things that it's easy.
So when we filmed the Riverwalk bike ride that you're going to see on the Tampa episode, every single one of our crew members was on a bike.
Oh, yeah.
And three of them had electric bikes. Yep. And it was hilarious. We were like this electric bike gang.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Because our crew was wearing their safety vests.
You'll probably post that photo next week on Facebook.
And there is a photo that I've circulated before, but you've got all 8 of us on our bikes. It was probably the most fun that we've had in a long time filming because we all got to do it. So watch Saturday, May 4th. For Rock Island, Tennessee, Upper Cumberland, Tennessee, where you met Dave Fenley and Tony and Summer Luna. And then Tampa on May 13th, where you get to see how we shopped for our electric bikes.
We can also talk to you another find that we had in the Tampa show, and they couldn't be with us tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Josie and Jen from the Fat Beef Farm. And I will tell you that it is Patrice's new favorite place to shop here in Tampa.
I want to live there.
It's a farm-to-table farm here in the city. It's literally 100 yards from saltwater, and they're growing these delicious vegetables. And so that is another segment for you to check out in 2 weeks on our Tampa, Florida episode in our hometown. We're going to show you a little bit about what we do here in our hometown.
Yes. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate you.
All right, we're going to leave you all with the promo for next week.
No one else has seen it yet.
It's brand new, and we will see you guys. I think we'll do this again in 2 weeks.
Yep.
On our next episode will be Kentucky,
I don't know.
Alabama. No, Kentucky, Outer Banks. So we'll see you in 2 weeks, and this is the promo for Tampa. Have a good night.
Everyone.
Let's spend this week showing off our hometown.
Oh, I just love the sound of this song.
The best therapy you can get right here, folks. Happy plants.
It's juicy.
Look at the color. I love their hairdo.
He's got like a flock of seagulls going. And that's why we're called the Cigar City. Tampa!
Bay!
Good night. Wait, I said you're showing. What happened?
You got to end stream.
Oh, end stream. What the heck?
Go up there.
I'm screwing up again. I was trying to get this to come up, but it won't show. I don't know why. All right. Well, that goes to that. That goes to that. All right. Good night, guys. See y'all later. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.